Okay, so we back with the biggest aura farming anime in history. Like, let's be for real, this shit getting out of hand at this point. No lie, the episode started off with two grown S-rankers beefing over my GOAT. And then the public had the audacity to ask him about a random called Lee Min-sung. Like, that just got them both heated. Like, you already know, the only thing on their mind is my boy, Jinwoo. Then the man himself pulls up and he sees this random pulling a publicity stunt. Like, let's be for real, nobody cares. Bro already awakened, but he's doing this shit for attention. Then Jinwoo cuts him off mid-speech with both of his hands in his pockets. That boy too clean. Then random number 2 told Jinwoo he can't enter, but the chairman was right behind him and told him, step aside little nigga, that's my guest. Then said, didn't I tell y'all niggas not to do this shit around here? And this actor still had main character syndrome. He had the audacity to say, hey, do you know who I am? Bro, we don't give a fuck. You already had enough screen time as it is. The fuck on somewhere. So after all that, we see the chairman walking inside the building with Jinwoo, and all we see is both S-rank hunters bowing their heads, and Jinwoo walks past with no shits given. But hey, I don't blame both y'all niggas. Oh shit, I would've done the same. So now Jinwoo finally steps in a room to reassess his rank as a hunter. You know, my boy got straight into it. He said, let's get this shit over and done with. And this nigga talking about is this summoning? Like, what the fuck do you look like? Shadow clones? So then the chairman said, we know you got more than one summoning up your sleeve. And Jinwoo was like, shit, I guess so. So bro decided to summon hundreds of soldiers. Just look at their face, they felt the aura. And then bro proceeded to say he can summon hundreds more. He had the chairman looking like a lost dog. And bro was just standing there with both hands in his pockets, still aura farming. He had 4 eyes shook, he could feel the aura leaking. This nigga talking about he's even stronger than me. His aura is out of this world, like any type of glaze is acceptable.
Look, you glaze me.
And then with no question asked, they handed my boy the S-ranked ID. And all bro could think about is not arousing any attention, so that he can sell his spear and get some money. So now the goat is trying to exit the building with his ID in his hand. And then Jinwoo was yet again met by the S-glaze hunters, talking about may I express my gratitude and may I have a moment of your time. But my dog was not with the small talk. He just walked right past them niggas. He had bro reaching out. Just as he was stepping out, he was met by the paparazzi. Just by his reaction, you can tell my dog is not used to this attention. And then his fangirl talking about hey, isn't that your brother? And then she sees him live on TV. She couldn't believe it. And then they showed the reactions of all the people, including the mining team's reaction and Ha-in's reaction. Finally, we see Jo-hee's reaction. And after all the reaction, Yoonho insisted to take Sung Jinwoo home. But you know my boy had the situation under control. He decided to speed blitz past all the crowd, then decided to put his hands back in his pockets and walk off. Like, damn, his aura levels are off the charts, making Yoonho even more shocked. This shit made him rethink all his past actions, which then ended Sung Jinwoo's announcement to S-rank. Then we see Jinho having a conversation with his father, and then Jinho is telling his father he doesn't want to take control over the guild anymore. Like, bro, it took you at least 3 episodes to beg him to get control, and now he's just dropping it. But his reason was valid. It was all for the GOAT, Sung Jinwoo. And this shit caused him to get kicked out of his house. And after all that shit, his father ends up collapsing. It turns out his father has the internal slumber disease, which is the same disease Jinwoo's mum has. Then the cameras cut to the White Tiger Guild to see Yoonho's reaction. He was sitting there flabbergasted. He badly wanted to know how Sung Jinwoo got so strong, because we all know there's no such thing as leveling up in the solo leveling world. You just get what you're given. That's the harsh truth. Then he came to the conclusion that Sung Jinwoo can level up. And now we get to the end of the episode and Jinwoo's heading to the demon dungeon and Jinho is driving him there, and we just see the goat chilling in the back seat. Like, let's be for real, bro had no business being in the back seat. Bro was just aura farming for fun at this point, treating him like a chauffeur. Then the cameras cut into the demon dungeon and we just see bro summoning the soldiers and divided them into 6 groups. You just know it's go time when you see them appearing out of the shadow, same way he did to keep his hood and his sister safe. Then Jinwoo notices that the High Orc team was getting packed up, so he sets off to find out what's going on, just to find out there's a bunch of gold demons. So my boy goes straight into action to back up his squad, and he ends up testing out whether demons feel fear or not mid-squabble. And that marks the end of the episode. Thank you all for watching.
Ride the machine, the G-Lock. A young boy still slide on a 50.